Several attacks have been raised recently against early marriage in Islam, which clearly result from ignoring facts about pre-modern society and Islam, or intentionally concealing them. One such claim is that Islam's age of consent was relatively low in history. First of all, early procreation was a necessity for human survival. Lifespan ranged from 20 to 30 years due to high death rates. Even until the 18th century, 8 children were still needed by each fertile wife just to maintain the population.
Numbers across Europe, you will find that it varies from country to country, varying all the way from 12 to 18. So it just depends on which country you go to, from France to Germany to Netherlands to Italy to Spain. You know, you're going around those different countries, you'll find the numbers varying from 12 to 18. So what
is it true that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married his wife Ayesha when she was a child? And if so, what does this mean, and how do we understand that about child brides in Islam? The questioner goes on, but it seems to continue in this same way. What we want to begin with is to tell you that Islam is always about rights and limits.
Pedophile, he would have been a pedophile from before. He was married for 25 years to one woman who was much older to him, and he loved her so much that after her death he became really sad. Prophet Muhammad was actually suggested this name, suggested Ayesha by Khola. She was the one who came up to Prophet Muhammad and told him to
And then September 11th, an event that took place that with the use of technology, with people's minds being connected together by the electronic technology, it becomes a worldwide event. And no doubt it was a horrendous event.
Just a few days back, there was an article that came in the newspaper that 75 professors of US, they say, they believe that 9/11 was an inside job. And in the article, it was mentioned, it came in Times of India, I think on the 7th of September. It says that 75 professors and scientists belonging to different universities from different parts of US, they believe that 9/11 was inside job. And
called Dispatchers. And in this program, what they have done is that they have secretly videotaped some of our own brothers and sisters, some of the scholars and du'at and students of knowledge. They have secretly videotaped certain lectures that they gave and cut and pasted certain things that they said in order to make them appear in a very negative and a very evil light. And really this is very distressing news to hear, because now is not the time we need to get more and more attention, negative attention towards the Muslims. Such an attitude is a very unhealthy attitude. And what really and truly strikes me about this particular...
3 from Michigan. I just converted last summer. Just last summer, mashallah. My question is, while flying with Muslim, what do you recommend we do to get through checkpoints faster? You run! Have you guys seen a plane? Get out of my way! Have you guys seen a plane? I'm late! I'm late! Actually, I'll take that back. Seeing a Muslim run to the airport just might freak everyone out.
Loose clothing, which is what hijab is, was indeed protection, which is what hijab means. When I was first coming into Islam, I started playing around with a headscarf because I knew this was something that Muslim women did, and I didn't know why, and I didn't know what for.
Yvonne, thank you for joining us in the program.
My pleasure.
Yvonne, so were you really spying for the Americans in Afghanistan?
No, in fact I said to my captors, if I am America's secret weapon, then God help the Americans.
So what actually were their accusations against you?
I invite every woman here, every non-Muslim woman here, to stand to the side when we leave here and talk to a Muslim lady. I mean, now, let's not ask Barbara Walters about how Muslim women feel.
Can beat his wife just like that. The Quran is clearly telling, first of all, that Allah has given the man a responsibility to ensure that his family, his wife, his children are following the straight path that leads to Allah, the straight path that leads to paradise and goes away from the hellfire.
The topic that has been assigned to me for today is entitled Perfect Justice, Debunking the Male Bias Myth. In other words, the topic is about explaining to non-Muslims, and in our times even many Muslims, why is it that there are so many gender-specific rules, gender-different rules in Islam.
And my mother certainly asked when I embraced Islam, why would you want to be Muslim? The women are so oppressed. Has anyone else ever heard this? The women are so oppressed. How could you be a part of this faith where the women are so oppressed? I hear this over and over and over for the past 22 years. And then I say, maybe these are the types of women who would want to be Muslim. A modest woman, or an educated woman, a professional or businesswoman, or an outspoken woman. Anyone who believes in a fair and loving and just God would be a good candidate to be a Muslim woman.